Today is a huge day. We're going to go over a well-known draft strategy, Jason. All right, 0 running back strategy. What does that mean? We'll talk about that in a minute. We usually talk about hero running back strategy around here. That means you take one of the early rounds, blah, blah, blah. But hey, dude, before we get into all that, man, we got the news and the brews. There is real news going on, man. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. Shit just went down. It's like, you know, when you go like add new tab on your computer and it's like super sensationalized articles are like, the Viking season is over. Like, oh my God, dude. So we got shit like that. And we also have a ton of, I already said we're going to go over what we're going to go over. But before we get into all that, man, we need help. Jason, please tell the public how they can help this show. I've been drinking. Oh my God.
Yeah, if you made it this far and enjoy the show from the 10 seconds you heard of it, please like and subscribe. We need it all, people. We need it all. Leave in the comments. Vomit in the comments. Are you doing this 0 running back this year? Let me know. What do you think about the running backs we picked? I know
Corion's out there. He's a 0 running back guy. That's his main strategy.
Yeah. Fighting words. Yeah, we're also on the radio on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We also got a Patreon, and we got a thank you in all of our videos. If you guys feeling friendly, Tyler, back to you.
Oh shit! Where's my? Oh, okay. Tyler, back to me. So I'm going to go over the news and brews, right? So first off, Justin Jefferson. I have a paper written down with all the news and brews, but it's in my lunch pail and it's about 10 feet away from me right now. Justin Jefferson had a strained hamstring today. Jason, Kevin O'Connell, where does he come from? He comes from the Rams. What do the Rams not do? They don't even play in the preseason, dude. They don't care about any of their veterans, any of their star players. They're like, hey, dude, don't play until the first game anyways. So as a Vikings fan, I do not take too much out of this. They said it was a mild hamstring strain. Hamstring strain. Jesus. Yeah. Anyways, so we do need to monitor this into like if he's going to miss the first game or whatever. But I would not worry about drafting him later or anything like that. Like I said, Jason, people said that the season was ending. All right. That is not such the case. Draft Justin Jefferson accordingly. Number in the top 5.
Are you concerned at all? Because didn't he have that year where he missed like 7 games because of his hamstring?
Justin Jefferson? Yeah, I guess you're right, huh? That was like in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still until I'm telling you, man, the way Kevin O'Connell treats people and where he comes from, I am fine until I know more. If I know more and it's a little bit more than they let on, yeah, I will be concerned. But it's Justin Jefferson, dude. There is risk because of JJ McCarthy anyways. I say top 5. I would not take him top 5, but I think he is totally worthy of being a wide receiver 2. And right now in PPR, that's going to be top 5. So whatever, dude. Again, I had Justin Jefferson last year when he was supposed to be good, and I did not feel like I had the number 1 or the number 2 wide receiver in the league. That's why I'm not drafting him. I'm going a running back over him. But still, dude, right now, just monitor Jason. But that's a good point. I forgot about that hamstring injury in the past. And moving forward, hey, Jason, Najee Harris showed up for the first time to practice with shades and a hoodie on. And a parrot on his left shoulder because he had a motherfucking eye patch. All right. He blew his eye out. It's hanging out like you ever watch a Kill Bill? That is Najee Harris. Boom. First time he's been seen since fireworks, Jason. So Amari Hampton to the moon. We need to see his eyes, man. It is eye gate right now. Eye gate.
It's eye gate. But he's not practicing yet, right?
Oh my God!
You're not even here. No, I don't think he's practicing yet. They're still trying to figure. He's still going to be okay for the first week of the season.
Yeah, Najee Harris.
No news with that. What?
Nobody knows what's up with him. Hey, the champ is here. 0 running backs for Chubbs. I knew I had to get it. I would elicit a comment from Corion. All right, man. Next up, Justin Fields died yesterday. I won 4 or 5 championships last year. Yeah, I bet you did, Corion, because your draft strategy was like the best draft strategy last year. That might be an outlier, all right? That was the year of the running backs. But anyways, man, Justin Fields died yesterday, but then Jason, just like Jesus, he was resurrected.
Yeah, but you didn't have to take 3 days. It took 3 minutes. Does that say something? The new Messiah?
He was back from a dislocated toe. Yeah. So man, I was already rolling up my stacks, dog. I've got my stacks episode.
Grab your mic.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Woo! I shouldn't have drank so early, man. But I got my research done, so I just fucking pounded beer while I was making country music, making some other music pretty soon. AI, you're crazy. Hey, dude. But Justin Fields, I was writing my stacks episode, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I've got to eliminate him. But again, man, Justin Fields is gonna be one of the best stacks this season with Garrett Wilson. Upside on both of those dudes. And yeah. I was so happy when I heard dislocated. I'm fine with dislocated. He came back to practice, but it was only to shake and kiss babies.
Yeah, good thing it wasn't to shake babies. That would have been even more devastating.
I said shake probably. And kiss. All right.
I know.
So you shook him.
Oh, shake and kiss. So he's shaking him and then kissing him.
You know, babies get healed by kisses, Jason. So fucking.
He is a Messiah. Oh my god. He turned the Gatorade at practice into wine too, probably.
He's like, bread? This is my body, bread. This is my body. Eat it, motherfuckers.
Yeah, when you told I woke up to your text, Tyler, saying that you're like, carried to the locker room with apparent leg injury. And
I was carded. Like, oh, dude. I was like carded. Just like I was today when I was buying beer. I was fucking carded.
You were carded. Yeah, dude, and that like kind of freaks me out because I just put out that video that Justin Fields could be like a league winner in the late rounds for like quarterbacks. So I'm like, well, there goes that. And Garrett Wilson was somebody that was obviously going to target because he's going to get targeted. So I'm glad it's just a dislocated toe. I don't know how bad that is or what toe it is. Is it the big toe?
I don't know. Hey, newsflash, Jason. DJ Moore was the 19th. Field, so I don't know how much targets he might get.
Sorry, he was what? Sorry,
he was the 19th most targeted wide receiver when he was with Justin Fields. DJ Moore was.
No way.
He was white, but he finished as wide receiver 6.
But he finished as wide receiver 6. Who would you say is a better wide receiver, DJ Moore or Garrett Wilson?
DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson.
Talent demands targets.
Yeah. All right, dog. Let's get into this. Your running back strategy.
I think your mic went out again. Check your little mic thing. See if it's going through your Yeti.
Hello. It says it's fine right here, man. On my thing.
It's not fine, bro. I think you're. It's not coming out.
Microphone Yeti Classic, and it's green. Oh my god! What the fuck, man? Can you hear me?
I mean, we can hear you. It's just not going to be as clear as it normally is.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you're fucking up my shit.
Your screen kind of blacked out for a second, so I don't know if your mic came unplugged for a minute or for a second.
I unplugged it. Whatever, dude. My shit's fucked up now. It's like, because now I can't even click on my Yeti Classic. What the fuck? Anyways, Jason. Oh, yeah, I'm fucked. All right, anyways, but can you hear me?
I can hear you. Just might have to speak up a little bit louder.
Okay, what's up, zoners? What's up, Olaf? I'm going to talk real loud because my shit's fucked.
Oh, my God. Are you muted? What is going on? Now it says you're muted.
Let's say I'm muted.
All right, there you go. Go. This is insane. Oh, my God. You're muted again. We're having technical difficulties on the fantasy red zone. And it looks like it's just me now. But no material. I'm just live to the world with no material. We are going to talk about was it running back 0 eventually. Oh.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. Now you're clear. You're good, dude. You're good.
You know what, man? I talked shit about God and breaking bread, and all of a sudden my shit went to shit.
You don't do that, man. You don't do that.
All right, hey, I'm going to share this with you guys real fast. What'd you say?
He takes his fantasy football podcast serious, man.
Oh, I know God hates me because I play fantasy football, so don't worry about that. All right, man. So I'm going to share this with you real fast. All right, what is your running back strategy? It was created in 2013 by Sean Siegel, Jason Siegel's younger brother. Jason Siegel's best role, Jason, is undeclared. Danger. And then
It's Siegel.
Yeah, Siegel. What is the zero running back strategy? Filling your roster with high-end quarterbacks and tight ends and wide receivers before drafting a running back in the 6th round or later. What are the advantages, man? Perception that running backs tend to be much more volatile than wide receivers. So pretty much the premise of this was running backs get injured way more. Running backs, coaching decisions and rookie running backs were always like popping off and stuff like that, even 5th rounders and stuff like that. So it just seemed like there was a lot more room for progression or regression relative to the high floor of those wide receivers that you were taking early. And so if you just filled all that up with the high floor players, then you could take risks later and maybe hit on a couple running backs and then, win your league pretty much. And another, but I do want to say there is data that shows that over the past 5 years, 28 running backs who were in the top 12 ADP. So running backs that were drafted as a top 12, running back 1 for you, 28 dropped out of the top 12, whereas 33 wide receivers dropped out of the top 12 drafted in the same position. So really, over the past 5 years, it's running backs have even been safer than wide receivers. So I want to say that that advantage has been disproven. But as far as like high-end stacking, as far as best ball goes, dude, best ball is about stacking, and you could get fucking Jamar Chase, man, Joe Burrow, or some crazy shit like that, and you will pop off in best ball. So best ball is amazing, and if you like stacking like me in regular leagues, you can get some high-end stacks. And then zero running back also had the most success rate in the fantasy playoffs last season, because by the end of the year, the running backs that you took risks on, maybe rookies or whatever, they were hitting. But as far as like playoff, like to make the playoffs, they only had a 15% success rate. That is actually one of the worst strategies for making the playoffs. So even though zero running back did amazing in the playoffs, number one strategy, as far as winning leagues, only 15% of the people made it to the playoffs that did the zero running back strategy, especially last year when running backs really hit off. So yeah, those are pretty much the disadvantages and the advantages. Then who should you target real fast? Uncertain backfields, like running backs playing behind a starter that you feel like the performance will regress, like RJ Harvey maybe with J.K. Dobbins, all those injuries and everything like that. Receiving ability, man, like PPR machines. Like I remember like Jarrett McKinnon or James White, maybe Jalen Warren or Austin Eckler this year. And then also volume. So high floors come with high volume, even if the efficiency sucks, like DeAndre Swift and stuff like that. So, and then as far as a list, Jason, of the running backs that we were looking at, David Montgomery, Treveyon Henderson, Tony Pollard, Javonte Williams, Aaron Jones, RJ Harvey, DeAndre Swift, Pacheco, Caleb Johnson, Brian Robinson, who's got the starting job, but man, I like Eckler a lot more. Jalen Warren, again, a PPR machine, even if he is not the starter. Ramondre Stevenson and Quinshon Judkins, Jason. So out of those names, I know you have 3 of them. Do you want to start with one?
Yeah, Quinshon Judkins. That's what I'm going to start with. And let me just
do it, dude. Do it, man.
I have to scroll to the very top.
People already had to deal with my shit.
Tyler, tell the public real quick. Are you comfortable with that list that you just gave?
Oh, as far as running back ones, no. But I think part of the point is of you're trying to get like 5 running back 2 potentials. And all these guys have running back 2 potential for the most part. Even some have a high end, like David Montgomery and stuff like that. Even Treveyon Henderson. I mean, if he broke in the top 12, I'd be like, I wouldn't be surprised. Tony Pollard as well. But still, you're trying to amass a bunch of running back 2s pretty much. 5 would be preferable. And then you can kind of, it's called a quality over quantity, or quantity over quality, because you do not have that true number 1 workhorse that's almost guaranteed like a, top 12 finish. You're just going to be trying to hit on 3 out of 5 that you draft running back 2s. And if you get that, dude, you're not going to worry about it, man. You are not going to regret it. But if you miss out on those, you are going to regret it pretty bad.
I just feel like compared to last year, the running backs were so much stronger last year. Even though one of the people
because your reference was James Conner on this list last year.
Yep.
I think even Kenneth Walker was on this list last year.
Rico Dowdle was on it too.
Yeah, and Rico Dowdle. Yeah, no shit.
And David Montgomery, which I'll go over a little bit later. But yeah, first I'm going to talk about Quinshon Judkins. And the reason why I want to talk about this guy, because he was third best on the 10-yard dash at his combine. That's faster than his college running back partner, Treveyon Henderson. We all know he's about his speed. Judkins has a quicker burst rate. He hit 14.6 miles per hour at 5 yards. That was the fastest at the combine. Quickest burst of all the rookies, but doesn't have the long end speed. That kind of sucks. Out of 194 carries that he had last year, 11.4% more for 15 plus yards, but only 4% went 20 yards. So he does have the second round draft capital in that mix up of a quarterback, running back room. So the Browns had the 10th best run block win rate, but earned a 0.77 yards before contact average, which indicates last year's running backs could not get to the lanes in time. And this is a callback to the quick burst that Judkins has. Since 2020, when Kevin Stefanski became head coach, Browns have been a top 10 in run plays until 2024 when they were bottom 2, which is crazy. But they have that quarterback, Winston, who was throwing the ball like 50 times a game. So, and Stefanski says that he wants to get back to running the ball heavy, and he will be the play caller again this year. Jerome Ford will likely be the pass catching back for the Browns. They did draft Dylan Sampson, but Judkins' draft capital will get him the majority of the carries to start the season at least, and he'll likely get the goal line carries, and he's going in the 6th round.
Yeah, so Judkins was going he was going I want to say 4th round, not too long ago, 5th round. I don't even know, man. He's been dropping because of the domestic abuse issues, okay?
Yeah. So
where he's going now, I probably would draft him where I was drafting Dylan Sampson every single fucking time, man. Go look at Dylan Sampson's efficiency or his production, man, in college. And Quinshon Judkins, we went over the two not too long ago, man, and I was so surprised by Dylan Sampson's metrics, stats, and everything he did. So I know he's smaller, but he might be the better running back. So I am in love with Dylan Sampson, but where Quinshon Judkins is going right now, and the draft capital they put in him, and how much they want to run the ball, I would definitely pick him up as I would be totally comfortable with him as my running back 1 in a 0 running back strategy, Jason. I think that was a great pick.
Yeah, I just think the Browns are going to go back to the running game this year. So, and if draft capital's there, Jerome Ford is not going to be the starting running back. So,
Jerome Ford. He's not Henry Ford. He's Henry Ford II. I just watched Ford versus Ferrari. It was an okay movie. Hey, Sinners, Jason. I talked to you about that, dude. If you haven't seen Sinners, go watch that shit.
Copycat. Awesome, movie came out in 95. Go check that.
Copycat. I did watch Copycat. All right. I watched Copycat. That was a good movie. Terminator, the original, Jason. The original Terminator, man. You like blood and guts. Fucking watch that movie. All right, man. Hey, Tony Pollard. Talking about sinners. I don't know if I'm sure he is a sinner. Speaking of sinners, I'm going to tell you, Tony Pollard's not a bad guy, man. He's not a bad guy. 8th round.
Locker room guy.
I can't believe this fool's going in the fucking 8th round, man. It's like, let's look at the depth charts and who's going the latest as the running back number 1. Oh, it's Tony Pollard. So, yeah, the person that is underrated the most right now is Cam Ward, my brother from another mother. And all the Titans, man, I'm literally targeting every single Titan. I hate how Cam Ward came out and said that Treylon Burks is going to be my number 1 target. Whatever the fuck, dude. Don't say that. Hey, Tony Pollard, though, the 6th most yards after contact per game, Jason, 55.2. That's kind of crazy. Yards after contact per game. But given when you get hit behind the line every time, you're going to get a lot of yards after contact. So 3.4 yards after contact per attempt is the 3rd most amongst running backs with at least 775 carries over since 2020. So, dude, since 2020, he has been amazing in that stat. That is what you want to think about the most. And when he was on perfectly blocked run plays, Jason, he was like the best running back of all time. That goes back to Dallas when they had a great offensive line. The problem is the Titans are the 30th ranked run blocking O-line in 2024. but they did sign Kevin Zeitler, and he was the 4th best PFF run block grade in 2024. He is older, but still, they were injured. I think Conklin and somebody else got injured. No, sorry, that's not Titans. That was that's the Browns. Skoronski, I think, got injured early. So they're going to have 2 mainstays back, dude. It's going to be a different time. Callahans are known for their offensive line. So, yeah, terrible offensive line, but it should take a huge step forward this year. Hey, shut up. The Titans, 16th most rushing attempts in the league, so average. 14th in run rate, a little bit above average. Pollard was 7th in run snaps. So remember when I was saying you want to target these 3 things? One was volume. So 7th in run snaps, 8th in carries, 12th in rushing yards. Now, he was only 26th in rushing touchdowns with 5. So I see progression there and all the volume you want in a running back number 1, dude. Top 7, top 8 in those categories. And you're looking for top 12. So, and he dealt with he dealt with an ankle injury for the second half. And because of that, Callahan says he would like to divide the carries a little bit more between Pollard and Spears, but that is the right thing to say as a head coach when your running back suffered an injury for half the year. But he was the offensive coordinator, Jason, for the Bengals before Tennessee. And he had Mixon and Pirine. I kind of expect this to be a Mixon and Pirine type of deal. Mixon was not setting the world on fire, dude. He was just the veteran that could hold on to the ball and he could trust. So that's kind of what I see here. And Tyjae Spears is the 3rd down back. So I see the same volume, if not more, on a team that will overperform. Dude, I am targeting Pollard as much as I can, and especially if I was going 0 running back, man. I think he's my best bet almost for a running back, top end running back 2 this slate.
Yeah, if you're a Cam Ward believer, you got to think this is the best quarterback the Titans have had in the last 3 years, and they're still projected to do solo. Their expectation is just
good call, Jason, because Tannehill with Arthur Smith was a really good quarterback.
And they are just projected to be shit this year. So I think they are definitely one of the teams that could outproduce their expectations this year. That's why I want to get Ridley.
Ridley, the Riddler. Go check that on Six Flags Magic Mountain. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that in Batman.
I like that.
Remember, Jason, there was a story that somebody's head got decapitated. The shins got blasted. The person's shins got shattered into 1,000 pieces. A head went flying. The kappa was detated.
He turned to Cotton from King of the Hill. Took his shins.
There you
go. You know the dad.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Okay, it's telling me that. I'm closing Riverside's tabs, Jason. I got real nervous. Is there a baby coming here?
Oh, my son is about ready to eat crap. That door's going to
Did you get him?
Up those steps.
All right, man. Next up.
No, you're fine. You're fine. He's like, I just want to be on TV, Dad, in front of millions of people.
Give him a tan. You need to put him you need to give him a spray tan. Put him at 30 minutes, just a base, before you put him on here. He's real pasty.
What are we doing here? Okay, my next player that I want to talk about. I'm going to keep it short and sweet with him because this guy. He's got to be on the list every year. I went over him last year. I'm going to go over him again this year. And it's David Montgomery, bro. Has to be. He has 25 rushing touchdowns in the last 2 seasons. Montgomery has scored at least 1 rushing touchdown in 75% of his games over the last 2 seasons. This has helped his rank among the top 24 fantasy running backs with 82% of his games. So 82% of his games, he's in the top 24. Behind one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, they were ranked 2nd in rushing yards before contact at 1.08, and they ran the ball the 6th most per play last year. Both his missed tackles forced per attempt and yards before contact attempt were good last year at 0.21 and 3.12. 4 games last year, only 4 games he didn't score a touchdown, and he was 13th in red zone touches. They're on a high power offense. You could draft him in the 5th round. Actually, I think it's later because he was showing me the corrections with those stats.
He was 61, Jason, so he's the top of the 6th.
Top of the 6th because he is the 2nd best running back on the team. But he's still only 28 years old. And that's all I got to say about it. It's simple. David Montgomery.
I cannot believe he's only 28 years old.
I know. I feel like he's been around for a while. Longer than that.
Well, Jason, what's the number one concern with the Lions?
What?
What's the number one concern with the Lions?
A new offensive coordinator?
Also, what they're running do that. So they lost Zeitler, and they lost their was he the center or the center retired, right?
Yeah, the center retired.
And I know they drafted and they traded for some shit, but like at the same time, that's two pieces of that offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, they were one of the best. They were like top 5, top 2 last year. Like, I still think they're going to be like top 10, and they're still going to run the ball a lot. So
Dan Campbell, exactly. I'm like, Dan Campbell, I don't give a fuck. They might run the ball even more now. You know what I'm saying? So
to make a point,
I would agree with that. All right, man. Next up, let me share my shit. That's what I say to people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, let me see it." And they're like, "There's shit on the walls, Jason." I'm kidding. That's Dumb and Dumber, or the prequel or whatever. It was a terrible movie. All right, man. Let's go. Aaron Jones. I am a Vikings fan. All right, this is gonna be split up a little bit because I messed up. 7th round is going right now. So we're talking about 8th round, 7th round. We're talking about 6th round. Oh my god, man! All these running backs are late. Best values, re-signed to a 2-year, $20 million contract. Jordan Mason was signed to a 2-year, $12 million contract. So if you follow the money and who they appreciate that most, Aaron Jones should get the most touches in this offense. Jones, 9th most carries. We're talking about volume here. 9th most rushing yards. 12th most forced missed tackles. All right. I know he's old, but shit. 8th most targets. 7th most receiving yards and 10th most receiving touchdowns. So we talk about volume. We talk about receiving ability. He will lose red zone touches and a lot of, probably a lot of rushing opportunities to Jordan Mason. Let's be real here because I love Jordan Mason. But as far as pass catching ability and all that stuff, I still see him finishing as a top 24 running back, and that's what I'm chasing here. The Vikings signed Jordan Mason. He has 14 career receptions with 0 receiving touchdowns. So do I see Jordan Mason as a receiving threat? No, I do not. I remember watching, I told Jason this yesterday. We were playing Apex. I don't remember. When I watched those games, man, the 49ers games, everybody knew it was going to be run. I remember the announcers talking about it. It's going to be a run play here because Jordan Mason was in. So that's the way it was. Tied for 11th most carries inside the 5-yard line with 13, only converted 3 for touchdowns. That's not good. He had like -2 yards. That's not good either on fucking 13 carries in the 5-yard line. That's terrible, really. I missed the D on Jordan, but Mason had 9 carries and converted 2 touchdowns. So that's not great either. So I thought Jordan Mason would have converted way more than that. I was surprised when I saw that stat. And then let's see. I know I got more in down here. Oh, I went the wrong way. And guys, you shut up. As far as the offensive line goes, Darisaw, man, like literally one of the best left tackles in the league is back from injury. They signed Ryan Kelly. He had the 30th best run block grade, so I'm not too impressed with that. And Will Fries, the 5th best run block grade in the league from Indiana. Holy shit. Also drafted Donovan Jackson in the 1st round. Our offensive line, man, on all the projections and stuff, they're rating like number 4. The Bears are ranked number 5. So, yeah. I do believe in this offensive line. Aaron Jones with a rookie quarterback. Do I think he's going to get a lot of receptions? Yes, I do. I'd be totally fine with him as my running back 1 if I wanted to wait till the 6th round.
Okay. You know how I feel about this?
You can't argue, dog. You can't argue, man. You might as well just go to sleep, go to bed, man. It's time to go to sleep, Jason. You're sleepy. You look real sleepy.
This is hard for me to get on board with. He had career highs in touches last year, and he was still 21st in points per game. And then they go ahead and bring Jordan Mason, who right now is the better runner. But no, I think you're actually right. He's when it comes to the passing game, I think that's where he's going to get most of his points. He's so relevant in that.
Thanks, Jason, for throwing me a bone.
I've tried. Dude, I've gone over this whole offseason about Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason's my guy. I want Jordan Mason.
I love Jordan Mason. As I said, I would draft a lot of times. I draft Jordan Mason over Aaron Jones, but Aaron Jones going to 8th round now. I'm like, he was going way earlier when I was assessing the situation. Now I'm like 8th round. Holy shit. Give me Aaron Jones.
Do you know where Jordan Mason's gone? Did he drop back too? Because there was a time where they were like so close to going like back-to-back picks.
I thought Aaron Jones was going earlier the entire time, but we'll see. We'll see. I closed my ESPN Live draft pick thing.
Oh, I have it up. Damn.
Check it out then, man. Why are you asking me, motherfucker?
Well, I thought you had the stats. You did it.
I did it.
Yeah, he's going like 130th.
Woo! So as I was saying, Jordan Mason's pretty good. I was like, I would be surprised if he was going that early. All right, Jason, give us another person to gawk at.
All right, let's just say I don't like this list. 2 out of my 3 players are rookies. So here's my other rookie, Treveyon Henderson, and it's another second round draft capital. He ran a 4.4340 at the combine, explosive running back with game-breaking speed. Maybe the closest running back that we have to Jahmyr Gibbs, maybe. A .27 missed tackles force per attempt in college. That is an elite. So he's elite at elusiveness. Henderson had a career grade of 96.3 on gap plays. And offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels normally runs a heavy gap scheme. He's also effective in the passing game with 11.1 yards per reception in his college career. And in his college career, he had 48 total touchdowns with 2 fumbles, but 0 lost fumbles. And Ramondre Stevenson's career with the Pats, he has fumbled 14 times with 9 lost fumbles, 7 fumbles last year, and 3 of those 7 fumbles he lost. So he fumbles the ball and he turns the ball over a lot. Treveyon Henderson doesn't. And then, of course, talk all off season with Treveyon Henderson is that he's elite pass blocking skills, which states that he will be on the field a lot more than we think. He will be involved in the rushing and passing game with some third down work.
Jason, did you see the Patriots are in the process of maybe signing Christian Wilkinson? And
he's going in the 7th round.
That's amazing.
Really? I did not see that.
Their defense is going to be so much better, dude. They're going to be people keep better.
They did
I'm
really
just saying.
This offseason.
There's gonna be a lot more opportunities. I love Ramondre Stevenson actually too. Like if you don't want to take a swing on Ramondre Stevenson, I do not blame you. But second half of the year league winners, do I have on my list? Treveyon fucking Henderson. That's like yeah. It's Jahmyr Gibbs' his rookie year. It did not hit until the second half of the year. PPR. By the end of the year, yeah, I think he's gonna be getting like 15 plus touches a game, Jason. When he gets that, it's gonna be fantasy gold. So yes, when you picked this guy, he would have been probably number 1. I said that. Who did I say? Who did I do first, Jason? Who was my first guy?
That one dude. Oh my gosh, I can't. It was just like 5 minutes ago. Why can't we remember who you first put over?
Let me scroll up on my fucking shit. I was like, I said he was my number 1. But really, this guy's my number 1. Oh shit. Oh, Tony Pollard. Yeah. Treveyon Henderson. Yeah, I like Tony Pollard, but dude, Treveyon Henderson, as far as league winners, I would draft Treveyon Henderson over Tony Pollard. So I like him more. So yeah. All right, dog. You ready for the next one?
Okay.
Here's crazy, dude. All right, here we go. 0 running back. Woo! DeAndre Swift, man. Do I like this? Do I like DeAndre Swift? Hell no. 6th round. He's going 2 rounds before people I love. On all this shit, man. He's going pretty early. But he's got Ben Johnson. All reports out of Caleb Williams right now, or Jason, are negative. It's just fucking terrible.
Oh gosh. Well, that sucks.
And he's got Ben Johnson, so they're probably going to run the hell out of the ball with that offensive line that they just built. So let's see. Swift, 10th in carries. We're talking about volume, all right? What you want to target. 10th in carries. 4th in routes run. That's amazing. And 10th in receiving yards. So, yeah. He runs it. He catches it. PPR. Dude, DeAndre Swift should be going probably a couple rounds earlier. Detroit with Ben Johnson ran the ball the 8th highest rate last year at 47%. That's with an amazing offense or defense. Guess what, man? The Chicago Bears have a really good defense as well. So I see that probably remaining about the same. They're going to be top 10. Rushed for the 2nd most yards in his career last year. DeAndre Swift did, even though it was a bad year, man. on a career high 253 attempts. His yards per carry was like a 3.9 or something like that. It was terrible. Swift ranked dead effing last in rushing yards over expected at, I like this, negative 0.69. 69. And he was at 0.38 the last year he was with Ben Johnson in Detroit, which was 2022. Given that offensive line was like, top 5 at that point, maybe top 10 at that point. Well, guess what, man? The Bears, they had a terrible offensive line last year. They got a whole new offensive line, man. They're ranked like 5th heading into 2025. So do I see Swift all of a sudden, like, on those perfectly blocked plays, like hitting home runs? Yes, I do. So it's going to be a whole new ball game for Swift. They're already talking about it. The beat writers and the offseason and all that shit. So DeAndre Swift. Oh, they did draft Kyle McGonaghy in the 7th round, and he's going to be on my hype train, breakout preseason list, because everything I've heard about so far has been hype on him. But other than that, man, DeAndre Swift should be a top 24 running back, no problem, with potential to be a even top 12 if Ben Johnson and hits with his offensive line.
And you got to think that this guy's probably on the hot seat as well. Like, perform.
Oh, you mean like if he doesn't perform, they're going to put in somebody else?
Like, he's done. That's why when we did our players not to draft, this guy was on my do not draft list.
Yeah, I don't like DeAndre Swift. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you said it right before he did it. Like, I mean, like I said, this list, I'm not a big fan of this list. And like when I was doing this, I'm like, I don't know. Last year, I was like, dude, you could totally go like 0 running back strategy if you wanted to. And now this year, I'm not 100% sure. This is making me like,
no, I mean,
I want to do the Quinshon strategy.
Well, how would you? Because I'm all about running back 1, running back 2 right now. I forget who. Man, shit. And then Devontae Adams maybe in the 3rd round. You go from there. But Jason, would you go like? Who would you want to draft? Like somebody in the 1st or the 2nd round? Who are you gonna do the hero strat? I still think I'm gonna go hero strategy. I'm gonna take a running back early, and then I'm gonna go from there. Because if I'm in the 2nd round, and there's somebody that fell, I might take a wide receiver. So that's going to transform into a hero running back strategy real fast.
Yeah, I think at my spot, if I wanted to go to running back hero, I don't think I'm comfortable with the running backs there to do that. If I had one of the first, if I had a chance of the first, 5 or 4 running backs and Barkley, Gibbs, Bijan, and Genty,
Derrick Henry, or are you taking Derrick Henry or Amon-Ra St. Brown?
I think I do have shoot, that's a good one.
I'm taking Derrick Henry.
I know. I mean Derrick Henry, he could do exactly what he did last year.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Like, the defense is gonna be even better.
Oh shit! I keep kicking everything here, but I think I'm higher on Achane over on Henry.
Oh, so so would you pick Achane or Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Achane.
Woo, boy! Big step in.
The dude gets the same amount of catches and targets as Amon-Ra St. Brown when Tua's playing.
And Jonnu Smith is fucking gone, dog. So
he ain't there no more. He ain't there no more.
Jason, you know what we have to do? We got to release a ranking. We got to go through all of our rankings here pretty soon.
Yeah, I was like, we're getting to August, man. We're gonna have to do that.
It's not the Quinshon strategy. It's the correct strategy. Quinshon, man, full of confidence. I'm gonna go watch the league, Jason, and get pumped up for fantasy football. Probably. I wish my wife was here so she could drive me to somewhere and get food.
I'll make sure to. What I do is I avoid the league, and that's how I stay pumped up.
Oh, all right, hey man. Again, so if you have somebody that you were thinking about in the middle rounds, again for Quinshon, and other people that know they're going to draft running backs early, this might be your running back 2 or your running back 3. All right, so we're talking 8th, 6th round. If you could get that, man, just think about getting, like some of the running backs that we talked about as your running back 3, because that could be a very good possibility. And then you just stack up with 2 good wide receivers and you take a quarterback late. You know what I'm saying? So Tony Pollard as your quarterback, as your running back 3, Aaron Jones as your running back 3, and you still have like other people. Oh my God, dude, that is pretty crazy. So people are talking about how comfortable they are taking wide receivers late. I'm actually comfortable taking running backs late after this episode. I know that's stupid, but if I can just get one early, I think I might wait and fill up my roster. I know that I'm not taking tight end earlier this year. Unless, Jason, how are you thinking? Who would you rather have now? George Kittle or Trey McBride or Brock Bowers? Put them in order of what you'd want them.
If we're going off of value, Kittle, McBride, Bowers.
So, okay. Because Bowers round 2, we got Kittle, then we have McBride round 3, and then probably Kittle round 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to go Kittle all day with all the injuries right now.
Yes.
If Kittle falls to me in some weird gray area, I'm taking a tight end early, probably over a running back or wide receiver. Yep. And that's what's kind of changed with me right now, because I was going tight end late. You know, Zach Ertz, even Dallas Goedert, going like round 10 plus. It's crazy. So, but if Kittle's available, Jason, I will take him. I think I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
So, all right, man.
Number 1 tight end in points per game last year.
Shit. And you talk about his depth per target and all that stuff. He is really a wide receiver more than a tight end.
And who are you going to throw the ball to?
Fucking nobody. Hey, this is a shorter episode, Jason, but hey, whatever, dude. Let's send it. Jason, please tell the public. Wait, I already said that. That's how I started the show. Jason, send us out.
All right, guys. We'll be here next Friday, same time. Come join us. Have a brewski talk shop. I don't know what we're doing next Friday, but we'll figure it out. And I'll talk to you in that episode. Deuces.
Hey, Stacks episode coming out on Monday. Top 5 stacks. Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson. That is a teaser. Pleaser. Bakersfield, California. Talk to you later.
Appreciate you.